Craig's thought of the day. Let's talk Tottenham. Is the current football and style we play at Spurs sustainable? We've seen quite a few games this season where it's been a turgid, boring, terrible first half, yet the second half, chalk and cheese. And yesterday, you only had to look at that game against Manchester City to see that. Another example of it, probably the best example of it, to be fair, this season. First half was probably the worst half of football I've seen us play, while the second half was one of the best half of football I've seen us play this season. It's not it's not sustainable, in my opinion. You can't play every game like that and expect to come back into the game. Obviously, we've had games where we haven't managed to finally come back, but there's been something in the second half to make you think that, okay, take that into the next game and perhaps we can start on the front foot. This, of course, happened before. This is not the first time this happened. We've seen it actually under Antonio Conte towards the end of his reign at Tottenham, where we'd go a couple of goals behind and you never felt that Spurs were truly out of it. You'd think Son or Kane would rescue us, and invariably they actually did during that period. But this time it's a bit different. We battered City for occasions in that second half, but I just don't think this is sustainable. We need to go at teams in the first half of games and not, like we've seen so many times this season, and especially yesterday, just sit off and just be. We were torn apart in that first half. City had so much space and time, and we were lucky in some ways that Haaland couldn't finish yesterday. That little lob he did over Vicario that didn't go in. I mean, that could have really opened the floodgates for City. I think if they'd got three in that first half, we'd have been dead and buried. So I think to a degree we got lucky with City not taking their chances in that first half, because they gave us the opportunity in the second and that bit of belief soon as Solanke scored that first goal to come back into it, and we nearly nicked it. So what I'm basically saying is things need to change. We need to change the way we approach games from the start, because how many games have we seen this season where we just start off so slowly, too pragmatic? There were little signs yesterday of the team we could be, even when we're down to the bare bones. I think we hit City. I think we surprised City in that second half. I don't think they were ready for that battle in the second half, and they weren't expecting Spurs to come at them so quickly. And I think we caught them on the back foot and they just couldn't get back into the game. But is this football sustainable? What's your opinion? Get down in the comments and let me know.